Could something big be about to happen again in San Francisco? After a series of big contract extensions that rocked the NFL world, 49ers fans are buzzing with one question. Who's next? Let's take a closer look. But first, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. In just a few months, the Niners have secured 3 of their key players, George Kittle, Brock Purdy, and Fred Warner. Each deal is a sign of commitment, a statement that this team isn't just playing for the present, it's building a dynasty. Starting with George Kittle, a player who has been the heart and soul of this offense. His contract extension wasn't just big, it was historic. Kittle became the highest paid tight end in NFL history, signing a 4-year, $76.4 million contract with $35 million guaranteed and an average annual value of $19.1 million. This move solidified Kittle's role not just as a leader, but as a pillar of the team's future, rewarding both his production on the field and his tireless energy off it. Then came Brock Purdy, the Cinderella story turned MVP candidate. Since entering the league in 2022, Purdy has been the absolute steal of the NFL. Despite never making over $1 million a season, his play was nothing short of elite, a top 10 quarterback statistically since he took over as a starter. His new contract is a masterclass in front office brilliance. Without resetting the quarterback market, Purdy secured a deal that places him as the 7th highest paid quarterback in the league. When you include the final year of his rookie contract, he's under control for 6 more years at an average annual value of $45 million. That's less than 19% against the salary cap, a bargain compared to deals for Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, and Tua Tagovailoa. This is not just a contract, it's a competitive advantage. And Fred Warner, the quarterback of the defense. A 4-time first-team All-Pro, a player who has been the spine of this unit since arriving from BYU in the 3rd round back in 2018. Warner's new contract once again makes him the highest-paid linebacker in the NFL, overtaking Roquan Smith with an annual salary of $21 million. This is a 3-year extension added on top of the 2 years he still had left, locking him down at a time when the linebacker market is ballooning. It's a proactive move that could save the 49ers millions down the line, all while ensuring that the heartbeat of their defense isn't going anywhere. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, the message from the front office couldn't be clearer. They are all in. Since the Nick Bosa deal before the 2023 season, the 49ers have spent close to $1 billion locking up their core. Think about that for a second, $1 billion in less than 2 years. Brock Purdy at $265 million. Nick Bosa, $170 million. Brandon Ayuk, $120 million. Diamador Lenore, nearly $89 million. Trent Williams, $82.5 million. George Kittle, $76.4 million. Fred Warner, $63 million. Christian McCaffrey, $38 million. Kyle Juszczyk, $8 million. That's not a team pinching pennies, that's a team that is absolutely committed to winning, right now. And it's not just about spending, it's about belief. Owner Jed York has put his full trust in general manager John Lynch and head coach Kyle Shanahan. These two have been steering the ship for almost a decade, and based on these moves, they're not going anywhere. York's investment isn't just in players, it's in this regime, this vision, this pursuit of greatness. But even after all this spending, all this commitment, the question still hangs in the air. Who's next? And the name on everyone's lips is Jauan Jennings. Jennings, the former 7th-round pick who wasn't even active for a game as a rookie, has battled his way into becoming a fan favorite. Not just for what he does on the field, but for how he does it. The tenacity, the swagger, the clutch plays. He embodies that gritty, physical identity that has become synonymous with 49ers football. Last season was proof. While injuries ravaged the offense, Jennings stepped up in a big way. 77 receptions, 975 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He was a reliable target for Brock Purdy, the go-to guy in high-pressure situations. And if he hadn't been controversially ejected in Week 18 against Arizona for doing nothing more than blocking aggressively, he might have eclipsed 1,000 yards for the season. Now, at 28 years old, Jennings is entering the final year of his current 2-year, $15.4 million contract. And here's where things get interesting, because if you're the 49ers, you have a decision to make. Do you pay him now, potentially at a discount before he has another breakout season? Or do you wait, knowing that if he continues this level of play, his price tag could skyrocket? The numbers say it all. Right now, Jennings is making less than $8 million a year. Look at the wide receiver market. Jamar Chase at $40.25 million, Justin Jefferson at $35 million, Jalen Waddle at $28.25 million. Jennings isn't on that tier yet, but another season like 2024, and it's not crazy to think he could command $20 million a year. That's the math. And that's the gamble. Because make no mistake, Jennings is crucial to this team. Especially with Brandon Ayuk's status uncertain following a devastating knee injury that could sideline him for half the 2025 season. If Ayuk is out, Jennings effectively becomes wide receiver one. And if that happens, if he delivers, his value explodes. This is no longer just about whether the 49ers want to pay him. It becomes a question of whether they can. Right now, the receiver room is thinner than people realize. Outside of Jennings and Demarcus Robinson, the only other proven receiver is rookie Ricky Pearsall, who flashed potential at the end of last season but remains an unknown. If Jennings doesn't get extended soon, the risk of losing him or being forced to overpay later looms large. So the clock is ticking. Do the 49ers make the move now? Or do they wait and risk Jennings playing his way into a payday that takes him out of their price range? And now, I want to hear from you, the faithful. Should the 49ers lock down Jawan Jennings right now? Or should they wait and see what happens this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this decision isn't just about dollars, it's about identity. Jawan Jennings represents something bigger than stats. He's the embodiment of the fight, the resilience, and the relentless attitude that this 49ers team has become known for. Every third down, every clutch moment, there's number 15, doing the dirty work, making the impossible catches, delivering blocks that don't show up on the stat sheet but win football games. But here's the twist that nobody is talking about, the ripple effect this decision could have. If the Niners pay Jennings now, they signal to the locker room that loyalty, toughness, and production are rewarded. It's a message that resonates beyond just one player. But if they wait, and if Jennings walks after an explosive 2025 campaign, it creates a gap, not just on the field, but in the very culture Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have built. And remember, with Brandon Ayuk's knee injury, which involved tearing 3 ligaments, the recovery timeline is shaky. He might miss half the season. And when he comes back, will he be the same? No one knows. Which means the pressure on Jennings isn't just high, it's massive. He's not just filling in, he could become the guy for Brock Purdy. The math is simple. Pay him now, potentially at a team-friendly number. Or gamble, hope for the best, and risk paying premium or losing him entirely next offseason. The front office has been aggressive this offseason. The fans have seen it. The locker room has felt it. Now the question is, do they finish the job with Jennings? And I throw it back to you, faithful. What should the Niners do? Drop your answer in the comments. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Go Niners!